Hey, what's up, Cobra? Yeah, dude. No more shards. Yeah, let me turn my voice down just slightly. How's this sound? How's this sound? What's up, Structure? Welcome back to YouTube. Little sound test here. How's everything sound? Sound okay? How are people going to get rid of their shards? You can just sell them to the store. You can just sell them to any summoning store and they'll give you the 25 GP each. All of my accounts still have shards. I haven't like cashed out the shards yet. Honestly, I was kind of worried because I was like, you know, let's see if they don't mess something up first. You know, because like a lot of new updates, there's like there could be an issue, like a bug or something. I was just like, is there going to be a bug where it messes up your max cash stack or something? That would be really bad. So my accounts are still in shards right now. I'll let it like settle down for like a couple days. I have been flipping like a red Santa hat, kind of like getting used to doing rares, kind of see where they're at and everything, but I haven't done hats yet because I just haven't wanted to put all of the money in the coin pouch quite yet, if that makes any sense. Oh, they increase it to a number that like no one's ever gonna reach. Like it's like thousands of trillions. Well, welcome everybody, welcome. This is a first stream in a while. Pretty excited about this. I'm back from vacation, so it's videos and streams again. Also just found out that Streamlabs doesn't let you multi-stream anymore for free. They're gonna charge me now. That sucks. I'm obviously gonna have to buy that, but I hate it when they remove features and then put it behind a paywall. Like if you're gonna add new things, that's fine, but like really gonna take away features we already had? It's not a good look, Streamlabs. But oh well. Really? I've never used Kick. I had like one person, actually no, like two people were like, hey, you gonna stream on Kick and everything? And I'm like, I don't really stream that much to begin with, but maybe. I was planning on adding TikTok streams here eventually because those streams get a lot of views, like a lot of views, even for like really simple things. Oh, nice. I mean, they're gonna start paying people hourly to stream, then I'll be down for that. Most of these, pretty much every stream I do is like free, so that'd be kind of cool to make something while you're doing it. Like we get subs and everything, of course, but it's, you know, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. It's helpful. Like I appreciate when people buy me a coffee or something like that, but with how much money Twitch takes from subs, it's like you have to like get 2 subs to make enough money for a coffee. So like when it comes to like, are you really getting paid to stream? You're not really getting paid to stream unless you're doing like a lot of subs kind of thing. It's not really been that much of a concern for me though, because most of the time I just hop on here for, you know, for fun and everything else. Let me look into this Kick streaming. I've literally never heard of Kick. Hourly paying for Kick. Yeah, I'll have to dig into this. I'll dig into it. Get paid for playing RuneScape, wouldn't that be great? I mean, I make money playing RuneScape, naturally, because I do like the content creation with Discord and everything, but it would definitely be pretty cool to like actually get paid hourly to do streams. I'm just sitting here doing these guys for a second here, and then once we get a few more people in here, like when the stream gets going, then I'm gonna go and do something a little bit more interesting. I'm working on getting 200 million dungeoneering done. We only have 600k left to go with bonus, so it won't take very long. I'm gonna go do some of the hard mode dungeons, because I really want to work on those to get the title and everything. We love you too, Robert. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. First stream in a while. I had a great vacation. It was good. It was much needed. Let me tell you that. I really needed a vacation. And now it's like everything is hitting all at once as we come back here too, because now we've got the max cache removal. So that means I have to update a ton of stuff in our server. We're gonna be doing, updating our spreadsheets. All the tiers are gonna be changing again. Also planning on rolling out the old school RuneScape content this month, so I'm gonna be very busy. I'm already very busy, but it's gonna be really, really busy. But it's fun though, it's fun. I actually really enjoy doing the spreadsheet work. It's really fun. I don't know why, it's just fun. I love doing the data for it and everything. Dungeoneering whole time, yeah dude, I did 24 million experience in the Dungeoneering hole already. That's the reason why that's why I'm at 199.4. I went from like 170 something all the way to 199.4 on the Dungeoneering hole. It was really fast during the weekend because you could pop the XP bombs and it was really fast XP. It was like 1300 and something XP per drop. It was amazing. Yeah, you got an old school account. Happy to be a noob again. I was playing on my old school account during vacation. I was like leveling it up and stuff, so I've got like a newbie old school account too. Like all I did was flipping on that account until vacation time basically. Now I'm doing like some things. Killing the goblins? Nice, nice. I was doing like heavy quest grind, because quests are actually pretty fun to do on old school because they have the oh, my pet is over there. I was like, why is it just spamming my pet? Can't reach that. Hang on, there we go, get over here. Doing quests on old school is actually really fun. Because they have the quest helper, which just tells you where to go and do everything. So it's like, it's so much more relaxed than like RS3 questing. I wish it was as chill on RS3 for the questing. Like, it would be nice. All my quests would already be done on RS3 if it was like that. But they're not. I've got like, yeah, I've got 50 quests I need to finish still. That includes like the minis and stuff, but there are like 50 quest things I need to get done with. Right now I'm mostly trying to grind out the last of 200 million skills. So I just finished Herblore and runecrafting. Runecrafting and Herblore are both done. I have a bunch, like a ton of bonus XP and runecrafting still. I have 6.1 million bonus. I'm hoping to trade this into the Vic the Trader so I can get some stuff with that. Working on Dragon Slayer 2. You like the first Dragon Slayer? I really want to get the second one done so I can kill Vorkath. I haven't done pretty much any bossing on my old school account yet. But how's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Got like 14 people in here. Sweet. How's it going? How's it going? In a few minutes here, we're going to switch over doing something else. I just was starting up the stream while farming these guys. I'm going to do... Ugh. I'll get rid of this cough. I am going to be doing a lot of AFK Capsarius because I want to get my kill count up for Ascension creatures and get a ton of the keys. Oh, happy hour is going on the beach. So here's the thing about Legacy. I actually get faster XP rates and more kills per hour doing non-Legacy. And so I was doing Legacy on these for the first 2 hours, and then I realized that it's actually not as good. And I think the main reason why it's not as good is because for the Hex Hunter, all the bonuses to your damage are on ability damage. It's not on just the bow's damage. So like if you look, the enchantment increases ability by 5% more. The Soul Gaze effect is base ability damage by 12.5. You do get the accuracy by 10%, but like that doesn't, you have 100% accuracy here anyway, so. When I was doing Legacy, I was at most seeing this counter go to like 480 to maybe 500. And then when I'm on Revolution, it's like, let's solid 540, 550. So I think if anything, it's about the same. Like worst case scenario, it's like the same rate. But I've also got like greater ricochet and everything, so that also helps too. So like the damage output is really good on Revolution. I think when people were doing Legacy only on these, that was before greater ricochet and everything too. So like that's changed some things. But I think like you could do either way though, either way. Because if you're popping like a Reckless Aura or whatever, then you're gonna one-hit kill them consistently on Legacy too. So I think like it's really good. Why not sacrifice gold and green charms for summoning XP? Because the XP you get is terrible, like it's horrible. And getting like I only need 60 million more XP for summoning, and that will be like extremely easy to get without sacrificing any charms. So I just keep them for the fun of it. Like I just collect them. Also too, gold and green charms are often extremely profitable. Like, it's very frequently, if you've seen like some of my old videos, you'll see that like almost all my guides for making money with summoning, like summoning money making methods, are with gold and green charms. Because people do usually not use them, which makes them really profitable at times. Like, I've seen money making methods that are 50 million plus per hour because no one uses green charms. So that's another reason why I don't burn them, is because number one, I just like to collect them. It's more fun for me to collect them than to get like the 5 XP or whatever it would be for burning them. And then also too, money making. They're worth a lot of money if you convert them over. What are some current money making methods? So the method I just now posted, like I posted on like Friday. That method is brand new. It is really good. If it slows down a little bit because it was just posted, then just give it some time and it'll be profitable again. That one definitely made quite a bit of money. Another really good money-making method is Frost Dragons. That's really good right now because the Frost Dragon bones are like 31 million, which is a high point for those. And killing Frost Dragons is extremely fast. If you do it correctly, like if you're really fast at Frost Dragons, then you can clear 20 million per hour on Frost Dragons, which is an exceptional amount of money for how easy they are to kill. I'm actually making a new Frost Dragon guide this week because there's not really any like updated ones, and most of the ones that people have posted don't show like 20 million per hour. They show like, like 12, 15, whatever, which is obviously good, but I'm going to show like, I'm going to show two methods. I'm going to show the AFK method of Frost Dragons and then the active method of Frost Dragons. Both of them are very good. To tell you how that works right now, I guess, and you can start doing it if you want to, the AFK method is using the cannon because the cannon doesn't trigger their reflect. So you can just sit there in the center and you can just cannon them all and they all die and you get all the money. So you need to use the Death Note relic to note the bones and then use the upgraded Bone Crusher to pick them up for you, but it's very, very good money. Pretty much everyone in those videos also were not using those two items, so it's probably before those were out or whatever. But anyway, that was if I was going to recommend like a really good money making right this second, Frost Dragons. It's really good for how easy it is too. And combat style for those, I'd probably use range. You can use mage. Don't use melee. Like, definitely do not use melee. It's too slow. But you can use mage or you can use range. They both work really well. I prefer range because with the dark bow ability in your finality, the dark bow ability one hits them pretty much every single time. So it's a lot more one-hit kills. And then also the range of a bow is slightly more than the range of a staff. So you can, yeah, I prefer range for myself. Also, another reason why I like ranging them is because there's so much content that mage is the best content for, that getting XP in range is a little bit more useful to me than getting XP and more, you know, more mage. I'm probably gonna kill Capsarius for like, I don't know, 40 or 50 million more XP on these alone, just because I like these because they give you the kill count for ascensions, and they also are extremely AFK. I don't need to pay any attention if I don't want to, like 0 attention if you want to. So they basically can't kill you. And then also too, you also get the loot, like you get the loot log for the keystones. So I just started killing Capsarius. I haven't been killing them very long. I'm already at 9922 kills, but that's total. That's a lot of these were before the drop log actually, but since I started doing this now, which has been like a day, and I have not been killing them the entire day. It's been like a few hours. But in a few hours, this is how many keystones I've already gotten. So you get a pretty good amount of money from these. These Primus keystones are actually worth like quite a bit. Will it tell me how much they're worth? No, I won't. But these are worth like 600k for the Primus. So these guys are pretty good money. This is a really good money making method too. If you're like a lower level, you don't have requirements for doing some higher level content, then these guys are pretty good. These girls, actually, these Capsarius are girls, but we don't know, whatever. We're gonna use like maybe one more sip of this Holy Aggro Overload, and then we're gonna go do some dungeoneering. Oh, there we go, Primus. See, 612k right there in that drop. So like, these guys are not like the best money ever, but it's very consistent, very easy money. So if you wanted to do these are also a very viable money making method. Very, very, very low requirements. You can put like crystal shapeshifters and stuff in your dungeon and get more XP and more money per hour, but the requirements and gear for those is much more in depth than the requirements and gear for these. If you don't have Hex Hunter bow, then you can also just switch on Legacy mode and then kill them with like a different range weapon. I would only do Revolution if you're using Hex Hunter. If you're not using Hex Hunter, then stick to Legacy. When you're one-shotting them, though, I remember I did them with Nox and they died in one hit. Yeah. Like I said, if you're doing Nox, then Legacy mode, because you're not going to get the ability damage bonuses from a Nox. Do you have the Golden Cape buffs? Not yet, because I haven't been working on it. I've got like 2 or 3 shards. I got the combat shard from here, actually. Only took like 2 hours. And I got my shard from doing the dungeoneering hole, so that was like my 2 shards I have right now. I'm gonna finish getting it. I just haven't like really worked on it yet. The cape itself isn't worth like hardly any money, but I definitely would like to get the buffs. I'll probably go camp archaeology with it or something. Does the golden consignment buff work with dragon bones? Probably. Try it out. It doesn't really need to work with Dragon Bones, though, because you can use the Death Note Relic. The Death Note Relic and the upgraded Bone Crusher make it so you would never need to do that, because it just notes them and puts them all in your inventory anyway. One second. Okay. Alright, I got about 4 minutes. I'm gonna go and do some hard mode dungeons. Any quick way to get chimes for upgraded Bone Crusher seems painful as a returning player? I can tell you that when you start like consistently working on it, the chimes go by really quickly. Let me see how many chimes I've got in here. I have almost 1.2 million chimes, and then in my bank is like at least another million chimes, maybe more. So like once you get going on them, it's really not hard to get the chimes. My recommendation honestly would just be to work on your skills, like just work on your gathering skills on the Ark, and then you will get a lot of chimes. Doing the mushrooms is not good XP, but it's okay for chimes. So if you want purely chimes, then you can do the mushrooms. Otherwise, just skip the mushrooms and sell the parts. If you don't mind the extra time, though, with terrible XP, then you can do the mushrooms. I do the mushrooms just because I want the quick chat. I love getting quick chats, especially because my skills are getting like almost. I'm almost 5.6, so like for me doing quick chats and logs and stuff is now like more important than getting XP. Like I don't really care about the XP rates anymore. Rares are actually increasing after the max cash update. Does this surprise you, or is this pump already expected? So two things on that. First, when the max cash update first hit, they tanked. Like they went way down. I bought a Santa for 2.7. I saw there was some trades on Santa for 2.5. Santa now is like 3.1 or whatever. It might be 3.2 now. The thing is that the initial dump panic is expected. This like rise in price is also kind of expected because people see that things got cheap, and then also people are like, oh my god, we can buy rares. Just wait for things to settle down a little bit, and I definitely think we're gonna see things dropping a lot. Because there's a lot of panic buying, panic selling right now. And so once we don't have that, and then we also don't have that like outside market manipulation, and then we also have the massive amount of gold being removed from the game because of sales. Like, sorry, by the way, I don't currently have bronchitis, but I had bronchitis, so if I sound like I'm dying when I cough, it's because I'm like, my lungs are like recovering from bronchitis. I had a pretty bad case of bronchitis on my vacation, so it really sucked, but I will survive. I feel fine. It just sounds like I'm dying. The thing is like, if you look at how much gold is removed from the game when one hat sells, it's another reason why I would expect to see things crash, outside of the fact that the manipulation will be removed, is that if you sold a yellow party hat right now for 40 billion, then there is an 800 million tax on that hat. There's no cap on it. Hey, dude, thanks for the sub. There's no cap on it. There's no cap on how much they remove. So, with 800 million gold being removed every time a yellow is sold, and then more being removed from the higher hats and stuff like that, there's gonna be a lot of gold removed. Like, if you think about it, pretty much every like 50 yellows being sold, there's like 40 billion gold removed from the game. So with them removing a lot of the gold, that helps to reverse one of the biggest issues in the first place, and that was all the money coming in from like the dupes and stuff. So I guess the short answer is, don't take like the initial market response to be like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Like, don't go panic buy a hat right now or something like that. That'd be a terrible idea. I'm flipping some rares right now, but I'm not buying into them right now. You can also see too, something else too, is some other like cosmetic items have been dropping, which is probably something you should pay attention to, is like the dyes. Some dyes are going down quite a bit. Aurora dye went down like 100 million. What that tells me is that those people that were holding those things are like, oh man, it's time to go buy a rare real quick, you know, jump on the hype train, like, oh, the things are rising, like, you know, because they have access to easily buy those now. So what that tells you is it could easily be creating a bubble. So you just don't want to, oh, you know what? Here, screw it. Here, all right, I'm sorry. One more sip of overload, because I have literally 5 minutes left in this reckless. I don't want to waste it. So let me just do this while we answer some more questions, and then we'll go do the dungeoneering. I don't want to waste my reckless. So when a lot of people pile onto something, then usually that is followed by a lot of people selling something. So it's another thing too, like look at multiple things as you like consider like price changes and stuff. Saving up for Red Santa? Nice. I think that the main point in all this was that before people were afraid to buy rares because World 2 trading was a big barrier. Now people are 1 GE offer away from a rare without having to go to World 2. Yes, and at the same time, they're not going to get scammed like they would on World 2. Because the biggest issue, and the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why hats and everything that went above the GE, if you notice, every time a piece of gear, like let's say a appraisal wand, would hit max cash, then like a few hours later it'd be like 2.8 billion or whatever. Like it would just jump 700 million in like a couple hours. The reason why is because once something is above the GE, then people can just make up whatever the price they want to. They're not going to be able to do that anymore, or at least not anywhere near as easily. So that will also make it so that a lot of those crazy ridiculous prices will come down. I think more people will buy rares now as they don't have to use shards. Some people can't do the math with shards. Yeah, but the thing is they won't have to use shards or anything to hold your wealth anymore. A lot of people would buy rares because they want to hold their wealth, and now they won't have to do that also. I got Black Santa Head a month ago. It took me 2 years to save for it. Nice, nice. Did you wear it with the archaeology cape? And holy cow, my luck for keys has been terrible since I started this stream. I only got 2 keys. I mean, at least this is a Primus, it's an expensive key, but like, we've got hardly any keys. I got, like, I think my last trip here, I only had like 2 sips of overload to fill up my inventory of keys, so... The luck here definitely varies wildly. Coming up on 10,000 Ascension kills, though. Let me see. Ascension creatures. I have killed... Oh, no, there we go. 10,087 Ascension creatures. Woo! Be slowly working on getting the kill count of these way up. Hey, there we go. 117 range. Nice, nice, nice. I'm really, like, it's actually not mostly, it is. It's 1, 2, 3. It's only 3 combats till I have the 120 all. I just never do combats, but now I'm kind of forced to do combats because they're the only things left. Also, by the way, for everybody that's in here, I don't know if anybody is not in our Discord server, feel free to join our Discord server. You can come and check it out. Why do I have a sample? I just realized I have a sample goal. What is that? Why does it say my sample goal? I think the reason why is because, oh, it must have ended. Okay. One second. There we go. New sub goal. I was like, why is it a sample goal? We'll have a new sub goal since we come back from vacation. Let's fill it up. But yeah, if you're not part of our Discord server, feel free to come and join. I am going to be doing a ridiculous amount of work in the Discord. I'm going to be getting a new laptop here in a couple days, which is going to be really nice. I'll be able to take that to the cafe and work on these spreadsheets and stuff. We're going to be adding, to give you an idea what we're going to be doing, we're going to be adding all of the rares, like all of them, to our tiers for the flipping. So people in the high tiers are going to be flipping party hats and Santas and all that kind of stuff now too. It's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. I made 340 million on one Santa flip so far, which was really awesome. But that was also because it was rising though. Like, I wouldn't expect to make that on every one of them. Like, obviously not making 340 on every flip. I think right now the average on Santa for just like a normal flip is probably like 40 to 100 million profit. That was 340 profit after taxes because I bought it for 2.7 and sold it for like 3.1. That was because it was like bouncing up and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, well, this is a great first experience for flipping in here. I have flipped rares in the Grand Exchange before, but that was back when like almost all the party hats were not max cash. Rocking full skeleton and inverted archaeology cape. There you go. There you go. You gotta save up and get that, and get the third age dies. Looks really good with it. Looks like they changed the color of the GP too. Yeah, it's blue. Yeah, the billions are in blue. Do you use alts for money making other than GE slots? Thoughts on this? Seems to be really big in RS3. I don't personally do that, and that's because I really don't need gold anymore. For me, just like the making profit or flipping or whatever is just a for fun thing now. So I really don't want to, you know, run 6 alts doing archaeology or whatever and make profit that way. It's just not really something that I just really don't have time for that either. So for me, my alts, I do run alts, but my alts are all just like flipping and stuff. And actually, half of them are buying junk. Like I have a junk collection, and a lot of them are just like buy lists of junk. I also use the alts very often for doing price checking for the Grand Exchange or for the Discord server. So another thing, but they don't really do any kind of like active money making. All right, we are done with this. Let's go ahead and go back, and we're gonna do a little bit of dungeoneering while I talk to you guys. But also to add on to that, it is a really good way to make money. So if you wanted to, like, you know, get your wealth going, then yeah, that would be a really good idea. Would be to run the alts, make money that way. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and override this one. Cool. I just wanted to save this because that way I can just log in and be like, all right, cool. We got. Oh, I probably shouldn't put these keystones in here, but whatever. I just want to have like I want to be able to keep track of all these items I have because I'm gonna kill like a ton of these things. Okay, let's go ahead and dump these in here. Dungeoneering cape. We need to grab some other things. When are you planning on having 1 trillion coins? I hit 1 trillion coins a little over a year ago now. So right now I'm sitting at like, I honestly don't know what I'm sitting at, to be honest with you. It's probably something around 1.3, 1.4. Let's see. We're going to do kinship. What do I have for dungeoneering in here? We've got some party simulator. I'm gonna use one of those. Dungeoneering wildcard. I don't even remember what wildcards do. Oh, 50% more XP. Okay, we don't need that. Don't need that. I don't think I need lock melters either. Okay. Go ahead and dump all this in here. I'm doing some hard mode dungeoneering while we're chatting. Feel free to ask any kind of questions about flipping or anything anything that would be, you know, money making, flipping, any of that kind of stuff. Skilling. Almost all my skills are 200 million, so I can definitely help you with some skilling information if you want to. I am actively working on getting 5.6 billion, which will soon be 5.8 billion because Necromancy's coming out, which is I'm pretty excited for. I'm gonna be honest though. What is your guys' opinion on this? Because I feel like the summoning familiars that they've, well, not summoning, I guess the necromancy familiars that they've showed us so far don't really look that exciting. Yeah, I know you don't actually need the set, but I don't know. It's out of habit that I grab this shit. I don't really know why. I'm used to the dungeoneering hole, I think, where I kept grabbing it. Alright, should I grab a... No, I'm not gonna grab a holy aggro load. We'll grab just a... Where's... Do I not have just a regular sip of overload? Guess not. We'll just use this. Okay, let's go. Lego. You like the cape? Oh, I mean, yeah, the cape is gonna be sick. Like, for sure the cape is gonna be amazing. Like, amazing. And I'm excited about the skill in general, but they haven't really shown us any cool abilities yet, and the skilling aspect of it looks boring. I'm not gonna lie, it looks boring. It's like, it kind of reminds me of, like, obviously it probably won't look like this when it gets released, but it kind of gives me like Char's cave kind of stuff, where it's just like you're doing a puzzle on the floor or something. I'm like, probably not gonna do that. And the summoning, or the necromancy familiar itself looked really boring. It was just like a little skeleton. I'm sure they're going to have much cooler familiars and stuff, but so far, it doesn't look very good. Like, it just looks like a summoning 2.0. I'm not trying to be a hater. I love Jagex, love you guys. Hopefully it looks way cooler than what they have teased, because the teaser was a letdown. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, great, I don't have enough space in the bank. Great, oh, thank you so much. We're just going to disassemble that then. Oh, and we gotta get rid of the familiar. Go away. The thing is, I haven't done dungeoneering in, like, forever. So when I started doing these hard mode floors, I was like, what am I doing? Oh, you can deposit from that now? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, go over here. You're lamping, you're lamping Necro, or you're lamping Dungeoneering? Okay, hard mode, yes. And before anyone is like, why are you so bad? I'm not gonna try to go fast in Dungeoneering. I literally just, I like to just enjoy dungeoneering. Wow, as I get clobbered by a rock immediately. This is great. Off to a really great start, everyone. I need bar number 14. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I got hit by a rock and there's a maze. We're gonna go out and come back in. Oh, you're gonna lamp it when it's available to lamp? I mean, I'm also gonna be lamping Necromancy when it's available, just because I have to, because there's no other skills for me to lamp. But I am actually excited to do the skill, because it will, by the time it comes out or whatever, it will be basically the only skill that I don't have 200 million in, so I'm going to, like, enjoy it. I'm gonna, like, really enjoy doing the skill, I think. Alright, let's see if this is a little bit different. Let's not get clobbered by a rock immediately. Yay, no rock clobbering. Are we on Blitzer? Okay, good. So, is it sailing or is it forestry? Because they were talking about forestry. Didn't they switch it to forestry? I was a little confused because I was like, I thought you guys said sailing one, and then they're talking about forestry again. Let's see. What do you recommend doing with salvages? Alchemize or disassemble? Personally, the really cheap ones I disassemble, and then the ones that are worth enough money, I will alchemize those. And personally, this is just a personal thing because I don't need money, like, at all. So for me, whenever I can get valuable components, I definitely go for that. But I am also not gonna, like, pay 50,000 gold for a component at the same time. So just be smart about your disassembles and like which ones you alchemize, which ones you disassemble. Okay, why are these keybound here? Customize keybind to 2. Oh, that's why. It's because they're just in this bar. Whatever. I don't want to fix this bar. I'll fix it later. Give me the thing I need from this. Everyone was like, oh, it's not that rare to get the necklace. My god, it is so rare to get the necklace. Okay, I haven't done this puzzle in forever. Like, I have not touched dungeoneering in, like, probably, like, 3 years. Is there a way to tell how frequently an item is being traded in the GE? Kind of, yes. In old school RuneScape, it's much, much easier. In RS3, you can tell how frequently they're being updated, how frequently they're being traded, because some items on the Grand Exchange website will actually show you, like, their volume. Otherwise, you can look at the wiki, you can look at the graph, and you can see, like, how jagged the graph is and how accurate that number is will tell you how many things, like, how often it's being traded. If it's like a more smooth graph or, like, doesn't get updated too often, it's not very frequently traded. If it's, like, very jagged and pretty accurate on the price, like the price it shows, like the GE mid is actually pretty accurate to the actual instant buy price, it's very, very traded often. Oh, so forestry, okay, they're doing just for the wood. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, when they were giving all the information out for forestry and everything, I was literally in, like, I was in flights. I was probably in the Middle East traveling, so, like, I did not catch any of it. I wish RuneScape had a layaway in GE. That'd be really funny. Sir, you owe 500 million. Okay, so this is, okay, I just need to copy these. Okay, cool. I literally have not done this in forever. And actually, come to think of it, since I've restarted doing dungeoneering, I didn't have this room ever. I did the ferret room and everything else, but not this one. This one I just, like, mirror, right? It's kind of funny, like, it's been, like, at least 3 years since I've done a dungeoneering floor. Maybe longer. Like, before I started doing these hard modes. So I was like, yeah, you know, hard modes. We'll be fine. They're not really that hard, they just take longer. It's literally just a bunch of, like, tanky enemies you have to kill. That's, like, basically what hard mode is. There's nothing actually hard about it. Alright, this is accurate, right? Why does that look off? Doesn't look, okay, we're good. I completed it, right? No? Oh, no, I put it wrong. Haha. Okay, there we go. Push. There we go. All of them are done. See, look how bad I am at dungeoning. This is really funny. I used to be so good at dungeoning too. I was really fast. And I wasn't like a running keys like pro dungeoning. I wasn't like that, but I was fast. Now I'm just terrible. And it's kind of great. I wish RuneScape, but do you think Fortunate components will ever go back up 2 million each, especially with the new Necromancy EOS being made? It's definitely highly possible. The main issue with Fortunates going that high in price again is that getting them is so much easier now. Like we have many more ways of getting those comps fast. And that is the reason why they're just I don't know if they're going to go back up that high unless there's like a real big surge in demand. Because getting them is so easy now. It's so easy. Like, it was way harder before. But now, like, stacking up tons of clues is just ridiculously easy. Even I have, like, I have over 1,000 easy clues in my clue carrier right now. And I don't really farm them. Like, I just have them from doing, like, BIC and stuff. Go. Enter. Like, enter the door. Like, this is, if you haven't done hard mode floors, this is literally what hard mode floors is. It's kill a whole bunch of level 138 stuff, and then that's really it. Like, nothing else is even really that different in these floors. And then also, every single door is a guardian door. Like, that's the other thing, too. That's why it's annoying. I really wish that wasn't a thing, because it's like, it's a whole bunch of unnecessary killing. Alright, let's drop some of this stuff, because I want to be able to have more food on me, so I don't really need to worry about prayer or anything. I'm not gonna bring the anti-dragon shield. Alright, drop this stuff, drop all this stuff, grab this food. Alright, cool. We're probably good on food for the entire rest of the floor, because we're still on the really easy floors. All these bosses are really easy. Just got the Krill Pet on 28 kill count. Dang, Matt, you lucky. Dude, I was actually planning on going for Krill Pet pretty soon. Since I have to do combats now, I was gonna get all the boss logs. I got my Bandos pet on kill number 76. That's the fastest pet I've ever gotten. Man, that'd be really nice if I would have gotten Krill on 28, dude. That's lucky. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. But it kind of sucks, though, at the same time, because I have definitely gotten all of the drops from Bandos, but now that, like, they were all, like, pre-drop log, so I have to, like, go back and get all the pieces. So I have the pet and don't have all the drop logs, so I have to go back and finish that soon. Let's see. Do you think the Golden Cape price will go down after the event is over? I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what's gonna happen to the Golden Cape price because no one likes it. It's really ugly. It's like a really terribly designed cape, and I think it's mostly because it's just the really thin capes in general just don't look very good, and there's no cool cosmetic effect happening with it. Like, there's no particles. Like, it's just really boring. Like, really boring. So I would have a hard time seeing it rise in the future because people liked it a whole lot. Not too likely. Like, if you've seen my stuff, you know that I pretty heavily invested into the I pretty heavily invested into the Golden Party Hat. Like, I have over 500 Golden Party Hats, and I definitely believe that those will rise more. And that's because they look good, though. It's a really cool looking item. Like, it's a party hat, you know? So it looks really good. Even though they are fairly common, they still look really good. So I have faith in those. As far as the cape, though, it definitely could go down. Like, it probably will go down because, if anything, there's probably a bunch of people that are still like, oh, I'm gonna invest in these and make some money, when they're really not. But, and then they're just gonna sell off their stack of them later and then be like, why did I buy these? And so they will probably go down for that reason. The same reason why the Golden Party Hat went down is people, like, hoarded tons of them, and so they just started selling them off. That's why they went down. So given the fact that it's ugly as anything else in the game, it's like incredibly ugly cape. Like, I would rather wear, like, the Christmas tree cape, like anything besides that cape. I literally don't want one. That tells you how bad I think it looks. So I would not imagine it to go up anytime soon. So yes, I do think it could go down. Is the max cash update going to mix up the market so it'll be more opportunity for someone with 10 billion to flip with, or does it not matter much at all at that level? No, it definitely does. So I've been flipping Santa hats right now just to like kind of check out where they're at and everything. Because currently right now I'm in the process of adding all of the new items, like all of those above max cash items. We're gonna be flipping them in our Patreon sections in the Discord server. So like if you're part of Master Pass or whatever, you're gonna be flipping rares and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. And so far it's been pretty awesome in the testing. So yes, it definitely majorly helps people who are like in the 10 bill or so range, because that is the range you're going to be in for buying Halloweens, buying like pumpkins and Easter eggs and all that stuff. All those things are all in that range. The Christmas scythe, all that stuff is in there. So it's a huge bonus for people who have like 10 billion cash. No, you're not going to be able to buy like party hats, but that's, it's kind of whatever. Like the party hats will be good when you get there. But until you get there, you will have access to a lot of really good flips. Like right now, like on a stable price, the Santa hat is looking like 40 to 100 million profit per flip, which is pretty badass when you're only investing like 3 billion. And the flips have been pretty quick too. Like people have been like, trying to buy them. So it's not been slow flips either. It's been pretty quick. I bought my Santa for 2.7 when it dropped, because they dropped down to like 2.5. And then they started rising up again, so I snagged one at like 2.7. I was thinking I was going to sell it at like 2.9 or something, but it just kept going up. And so I ended up selling it for 3.1. And so after taxes, I made like 340 million. Something right around 340 million, which is really good. It's really, really good. So definitely really excited about that. So yes, there's a lot of opportunity for people with 10 billion. I would say that if you are in the 10 billion range and you are adding the new gear and rares and stuff that are above max now, that you will be seeing like, potentially close to double what you were seeing before. And like that's being realistic, just because like just those numbers of how profitable they are. Like that's pretty big numbers. Alright, let's go kill this cave crawler and this archer that's just really annoying. I really hate the archers because I'm using mage, and so let's just use this prayer and just like just flood him with some damage here real quick. Get those hits in. Go, 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 go. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I'll be back to answer the questions 1 second. Just gonna clear this room, and then just the rangers are the only thing that give like any trouble in the entire dungeon is just the rangers. And they don't really give that much trouble. They're just annoying. I don't need any of this stuff. Okay, do we have pent? Yes, we do. I like chill dungeoneering. I mean, like, obviously going really fast in dungeons is also fun, but especially in hard mode, I just like to do like chill dungeoneering where I'm just like, yeah, enjoying it. Let me catch up on the questions here real quick. Do you think the golden party will spike again? 100%, yes. Yes. I have 500 of them, and I've never worried about the fact that... So, I paid between 250 and 350 each. So if you go by current day's prices, I lost like half my money on 500 golden party hats. I lost like a lot of money, but I don't care at all, like at all. I'm not worried one bit. And that's because 100% I believe they're going to rise. I'm not saying that to hype them up. I don't care about hyping them up because I know that in the future they will rise. So I don't need to hype them up. So yes, I think that they will go up. I think they're a great investment for anybody who has a lot of extra money. But given the fact that now, something else you should be thinking about too, like if you're like, should I invest into things? Think about the fact that there are a lot of new items now that you can flip in the Grand Exchange because now max cash is gone. So now you can flip all those expensive items in the Grand Exchange. That means that what you set aside for investing long term needs to be a lot more tight. Like it needs to be much more well thought through, and you need to have a lot more extra money than you had before to even consider doing that. Because previously, it's like, oh, once you get to like, 5-6 billion per account, then make an alt, and then you got 2 accounts with that. And let's say you had a bank of like 40 billion. Well, then, put like 10 billion of that into investments, flip with 30. Now it's like, well, now you could probably use like, 20, 30 per account. So if you're thinking about money under 100 billion, then maybe invest with it. It's hard. It's a lot. It's a different meta now. We're in a different game. It's a different market. So I do think things like golden party hats and stuff are good investments, but just make sure you're not taking away money you could be making today. I think Aurora Die could be a good investment. I also think it's a great investment now, because right now Aurora Dies are hitting below 400 million, which is a really good price. Because with Necro coming out, people are going to want to dye their stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good investment. I've already bought a lot of Barrows dies for that exact reason. I bought a ton of Barrows dies for like 135 each. I sold like 20 of them for like 159 recently, and I'm keeping a bunch more. I just sold those because I was like, you know, I'll make a quick, you know, a few $100 million on these, and then I'll just hold on to all the rest of them because I don't know. I just felt like doing that. But I think that dies in general are a really good item to look into right now because Necro, new gear, new dies, you get the idea. They missed the mark. Gold Cape could have been looked so much better. 100%. Who? I love you, Jagex. If you watch this stream later, I love you guys. But what were you thinking with that ugly cape? It just doesn't look good. This cape looks infinitely better. Like the cracker party hat cape where it like pours out party hats looks better. And it's not even very attractive. Like they could have made it look so much better. Like could have like gold sparkles or something. I don't know. Or just anything. Anything interesting to do with 2 billion cash? Yeah, do flipping, man. I mean, flipping is really interesting. It sounds like you are doing flipping. Currently making about 15 to 40 million a day, depending on the day. Some flips have been thinning significantly. I do mostly 4-hour high volumes. With 2 billion cash, I would highly recommend you start doing low volume, especially with 2 billion cash. You don't have to completely quit doing the high volume, but I would try to move more of your money into the low volume. Because doing 15 to 40 million, that should be where you're at like every hour or two with 2 billion cash. So as you can see, that would be a big difference in how much you're making per day. I would really recommend looking more into low volume, looking the gear and stuff like that. They should have made the gold cape in the yak track. Yes, it looks like something that I would ignore from the yak track. Mr. Bean's painting, how do I make my first 1 billion? Okay, there are many ways to make your first 1 billion, many ways. If I was going to make 1 billion right today I was like, you know what, today is the day I want to make 1 billion gold. I would do one of two things, and this is my honest answer. This is what I would do right now. I don't like staring at my screen and hardcore grinding. Like I don't have time for that, and I think it's really boring. So for me, I want to do things that like I can just AFK while I'm studying or while I'm working or whatever, because I got a big boy jobs and stuff like so. We got lives. Netflix has good shows. So I want AFK things. So what I would recommend is doing something extremely low effort or AFK. So very low effort would be doing Frost Dragons. Frost Dragons are really good money right now. If you have a good setup and you're fast at them, and it's still pretty low effort actually, even when you're doing them fast, they will make you like 20 million per hour right now. It's so good because the bones are like 31 million each. It's crazy. Like here, look real quick. I'll show you. I open up my little cache thing here, type in Frost Dragon bones, and boom. 29.5 mil. Yesterday they were 30.4, so they're like right around 31 million. That is really good because if you use the upgraded Bone Crusher to automatically pick them up, and then you've got the Death Note relic that will note them, it's cake. It's super easy. Easy 20 million an hour doing those. The other thing I would recommend doing, if you don't want to do that, would be to do something like in your player-owned Slayer dungeon, if you have access to that. Just put a really profitable creature in there and then just go full AFK on it. If you want to, you could put a whole bunch of Soul Gazers in there, and then you could hunt the Hex Hunter bow. And when you get the Hex Hunter bow, it's over 500 million for that one drop. So that's a pretty easy way to make some cash too. You can do those. You can do, if you got like lower levels, you could do Capsarius, really good money too. If you got like higher requirements done, you can do your Crystal Shapeshifters. Those are really good money. There's lots of things you can throw in the player-owned Slayer dungeon that are super chill and make you a lot of money. So that is the two recommendations that I would recommend doing for like just like that chill life of making like your first billion. And also too, as you're going up in the money, start flipping with that money, because especially if you're doing something in the player-owned Slayer dungeon, you can like actually Frost Dragon too. Both of those options are really good for flipping because both of them have a teleport directly to them, so you can easily just jump to the bank real quick, you know, or jump to the Grand Exchange real quick and then switch your flips and then go right back in. So both of them are really good options for people who want to flip and build their wealth that way too. Is it worth trying to flip with 100 million? Yeah, 100%. 100%. My recommendation for minimum money would be like, you know, like 10 million. So anything above 10 million, you are good to go. I would just recommend that if you're working with lower amounts of money, like 100 million or so, on up into like 2, 3, 4, 500 million, just combine it with a money-making method. Like, do one of those things I just said. So basically, when you put your offers in, then go and do some money-making methods, and then come back and check your offers. Like, don't just stand at the Grand Exchange. And then your wealth will build really, really fast. Like, super fast. If you were doing like the example I just showed, like Frost Dragons, you know, those are like 20 million an hour. If you spent 10 hours in a day playing RuneScape, which is a long time, I know, but let's just say 10 hours worth of time. So maybe that's like 2 days of 5 hours, or 3 days of 3.5 hours, whatever, you get the idea. That would be 200 million from just the Frost Dragons, and then an additional easy 1 to 200 million from the flipping. You'd be making 400 million gold in like a day, 2 days, like, and that is with a lower amount of wealth. So you can see how it would add up very, very quickly. Really would not take very long at all. I'm actually planning on doing a series here really soon where I start with like, I don't know, I'll probably start with like $1 billion or something like that, and then I will like go to max cash or something and just kind of show like everything you can do to get there. That will probably be helpful for people, I think. And I don't really do progression series, so it'd be kind of fun to do like a progression series. Crazy, have you seen bigger flips on items that were below max cash previously? Like, did the update effect then mix it up with them as well, or just the newly flippable items? Most of the items that were below max are kind of behaving about the same. They're a little bit more volatile. Like, I've seen like a little bit crazier prices, but nothing wild. About the only things like mixing up is because a lot of people are getting ready for necromancy, so a lot of gear has been like up and down just from that. Hey, the boss! But yeah, this is very slow mode dungeoneering as we just go super chillscape. I actually don't need this soul split. I'll just sit there and kill it with this. But this is pretty chill to do while I'm answering questions and stuff. Hey, Verts! You subscribed? Awesome, dude. I didn't see it pop up yet. Let's see. Do you think that Rainbow Capes will ever go back to 30 million? Probably not. And the reason why is because that promo is like really common. Like, that promo did not used to be anywhere near as common as what it is now. So like, I don't really see those rainbow items going up significantly because they're just going to keep re-releasing it. And anytime reloaded. By the way, everybody, if you're not part of our Discord server, feel free to check out our Discord server. We have almost 10,000 people in there, so if you have questions about flipping, money making, all that kind of stuff, you can always ask people in there. We also have the Patreon sections too if you want to support the channel, and then slap the easy button on making anywhere from 3 to 10 billion per month or more right now. You can also check those out. If you guys have any questions about that crap, just ask me. Let's go lead, because I'm going to use a overload. There are more accounts being made now after update. People making alts used to be like 60k plus, now it's over 120k, so people will want rares for the other accounts at some point. Yeah, but the thing is people making alts that make money, it will be a very long time before they hit enough money to like buy a rare for their account. Also too, what some people didn't really realize too, this is something that a lot of people didn't realize, is that part of the reason why like Santas and Halloweens and stuff were like rising in general was because they were undervalued compared to the rest of the rares. But also people used those to buy rares. Because like let's say for example you wanted to buy a white party hat. Like a white party hat was above the price of shards. So like if you had a max cash stack of shards and a max cash stack of gold, it was not enough to buy a white party hat, for example. So what people would have to do is either upgrade an existing party hat, or they would buy a whole bunch of Halloweens and crap and then use them in trade towards a bigger party hat. So We could very easily see some drops in those lower rares as well because of the fact that people are not going to be using them as a currency anymore. So we'll see how that affects them. I'm very curious to see how that affects that. Okay, let's grab this overload potion. And another chill dungeoneering floor. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me start this floor up here, and then I will answer some more questions. Let's see. Hard mode. Enter dungeon. Lego. What are we at right now? We got 593,000 more XP until we are 200 million. Almost done. Another reason why I'm just like super chill about it, because I'm just like, you know, whatever. It's almost done anyway, so I don't feel like rushing it. I love how on this floor, because I have the suit, I just like walk on all the tiles. This floor should just be disabled. Okay, we have the prayer altar. Good. That's nice to have in the beginning, although don't really use prayer on these like early floors in the first place though. Is it worth trying to flip with 100 million? I think I answered that one. Yes, it is. Got about 400 million flip suggestions. Definitely do your low volume items of 400 million. So like anything that fits in the price range of 400 million is a low volume item. So like all the gear, like do like Nox, Ascensions, all that kind of stuff. Just stick to those. It's kind of a boring answer, but that's pretty much what you stick with when like all the way up until like, you know, you get to like the 292 range and stuff like that. So that is where you want to be. My big suggestion for that too is to like just spread your wealth so that you're able to have more offers in at a time. Don't put all of your money into one item unless it's really good profit. Like try to spread it out, because offers being spread out will get it so that more things are moving at once as well. Wait, max cash, can you get to the 2 quintillion? I mean, no one has that much money, but in theory, now the max cash is like, you know, yeah, quintillion. All right, enter. And then we're gonna go here. Is 500 million too soon to do low volume? No. Like, honestly, doing low volume is better than high volume at pretty much every cash amount. It's just that some people really prefer doing high volume. They have more luck with it. It's like their preference. But 500 million is definitely, yeah, you definitely want to be doing low volume by 500 million. There are definitely some high volume items that are really good too. I'm not saying that they're bad to do. It's just I would try to basically never 100% do high volume. Do you think Captain Deathbeard will go back to 30 to 40? It could. I have not really looked into those like at all. But the thing I can tell you is that for those things that are linked to like Treasure Hunter and stuff, is that they tend to re-release Treasure Hunter things more and more now. It's not as much before, like when they were like, you know, never release something again, essentially. Like for like Zombie Walk, for example, it took forever before they re-released that. For these things nowadays, we see them being released a lot more, which means that those Treasure Hunter things are not as solid of an investment as they were. For most Treasure Hunter investments, I would recommend that you buy into them once the volume kind of like dries up, when they start to rise a little bit. Buy into them, make some money with them, and then just get out of them. Don't sit there and try to make like, don't try to double your money on them or something, or wait for them to go back up to some super high number. Just like make a few million each piece or whatever, and then be done with it. Because that will make it so that you mitigate your losses. You're gonna not be putting all your eggs into one basket, because if you're holding a whole bunch of an item that is released from Treasure Hunter, and then they re-release it, you are screwed. And that is not where you want to be. Alright, 1 second, let me kill these fools. What's your favorite amount of GP to hold casually at any one time? I don't think I have a favorite amount of GP to hold. I guess if I I guess it used to be max cash, I guess, down here, because then if I got gold drops, I could see what they were, but I don't really have a favorite amount to get to hold on to. Max shards is always fun to look at. Now it's kind of irrelevant, but it was always fun to look at. What's your wealth evaluator? What is your wealth evaluator at, if you don't mind me asking? On this account, not as high as my other accounts because this is the main account. I don't do like a lot of bank standing on this account. This account is like always skilling, so I don't keep a lot of money on here. But this one has 58.7 billion on it right now. This is probably the brokest account. Actually, no, this is the brokest account that I have. I don't think I have any account with less money than my main. Another reason why I do that is because, obviously, I show my main account all the time. I don't show my other accounts all the time. You strain the power... Why can't I move this? Really? Am I just gonna fail this a million times, or what? I hate sliding block puzzles. I've got an item that I buy for 1.3 that I can slow sell consistently for 1.7. That's really good. That's really, really good. Oh, I gotta do an order? I haven't done a sliding puzzle in like a million years either. Oh shit. That's why this is fun though. It's like, oh, I don't even remember Dungeoneering. Okay, I think we're doing it correctly now. Learning Dungeoneering at 200 million Dungeoneering, heck yeah. People are gonna see my, like, when all my skills are 200 million, they're gonna see all my skills, and then they're gonna see me stream and be like, this guy doesn't even know how to do Dungeoneering. He bought his account. It's gonna be my life here soon. What's the best price? Oh, goddamn. I'm gonna amaze, really? Oh, you don't have to run around for it? Oh, see? That's what I'm saying. Bought his account. I bought my account. I'm gonna be hearing that for, like, the next 10 years. What's the best price I should buy Greco for? I have no idea right now. I would have to go check, see what they're going for, but... I bought my first Phantom DB for 30 million last night. Then they dropped it, so I tried it, sold it for 15 million profit per, then they re-released it, bought a ton of 10 million, expect to go back up to 30 or 40. Oh yeah, there you go. Now it's stuck there, and if I sold my strike price, I'd make a few bill. Yeah, that's the thing. See, you're seeing what I'm talking about. It's just like, treasure hunter investing now is extremely high risk, and is like one of those things where you just don't want to be in it very long. Buying floors, there you go. Oh, there's only one door here. See, by the time I run over there and skip the thing, I could almost have this done. So I guess I'll just do it. Oh my god, this is gonna be one of those long ones. 1 second, I don't want to die to the maze while I'm answering the questions. Oh, wrong way. It's funny because, like, when I start doing some things and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. And other things I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But why is the door all the way, why is this one all the way over here? Let's see, that's my problem. I make some money and never learn to get out on items. I did that with Aurora Dyes and Purple Halloweens, yeah. I did not heavily invest into either one of those items, like Purple Halloweens or Aurora Dyes, because I knew they were just going to go down after that, after like they got done. It's weird though, because, you know, things used to skyrocket when they went away, and now they just go down. It's because I think now people anticipate this big rise on things when it doesn't happen. So now honestly, for those types of investments, it's better just to wait for them to drop down first. You know, like if someone bought into golden party hats now, you'd be in a pretty good spot because they're basically at like the lowest point. Like they're not likely to go much lower now because anyone who ever sold off their stock of them, they're already gone. Be right back, guys. Real quick, right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, it doesn't actually pick it up on the mic. I was like, it might pick up the music. I don't really want to wear the headset right now. I can hear the music still. Let's see. I kind of miss running dungeons. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm kind of missed it too. That's another reason why I kind of want to just be casual with it and not worry about rushing it or whatever. It's just kind of fun to do. And these are probably realistically going to be some of the last dungeoneering floors that I ever do. so like once all these hard mode dungeon floors are done, I'm probably never doing dungeoneering for ever. Like unless there's like a reason to do it, because the skill will be 200 million, and I will have gotten everything from dungeoneering. So it's like a goodbye to the dungeoneering floors. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up doing them again for something, but I don't really know why. Maybe if my girlfriend wants to do like dungeoneering or something, I'll end up doing it. What types of items should I buy low volume that are low risk? Because I haven't flipped since the GE tax. Not the items, usually the class of item. Just gear. I mean, most gear is going to be pretty low risk. You're not really going to have like very high risk. Like just don't buy into like tier 92s and stuff, because those can sometimes be a little bit more risky. But if you're like buying into like the lower cost, low volume gear, then I mean, it's kind of hard to lose money unless you're holding on to them for a very long time. Another thing too is like, don't let things sit for like a super long time. Sometimes, so obviously I have helped literally thousands of people like make their first billion or make their first 10 billion or whatever in our Discord server. Like no exaggeration, like literally thousands of people. Which is really fun. That's why I do it. It's really fun to help people out. Literally thousands of people to do that. And almost every single time that someone loses money on a flip, it is one of two reasons. It is either that they just logged out and they weren't updating their items anymore. They were just, they logged out, they had offers in, it didn't sell, it didn't buy, whatever. And so when they logged back in, the price had changed and they lost some money. It's that, and then the other reason why they would lose money would be if they just didn't update it. Like they just let it sit there for a very, very, very long time. And why did I even come in this room? I just realized there's nothing in this room. Actually, where is my map? I don't think I need anything. Oh, this door? No. I'm terrible at that right now. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna go and mark this door and then go back to the main. go over and put the little gate stone down, and then we'll go back over. Is if they just don't update something. So they would like put an offer in, and then they're like, how come it isn't selling or whatever, and they just don't ever update it. So don't do either one of those two things. If you're going to be actively flipping and you're not overnight flipping, there's a very big difference between those two things. If you're going to be actively flipping, then just understand that you need to be actively flipping. So that means that you need to be updating your price and making sure that it's not super outdated, so that way it does buy or it does sell. That way that there's not a big price shift and you get screwed over because you're holding on to something. And also, like, and this is part of the reason why some people would do this. It's not because they're dumb or whatever. Like, I would never assume someone is dumb, especially when they're learning how to flip. Like, everyone's learning, right? So it's not because they're dumb. They have their reasons. But you have to understand that sometimes those reasons aren't always good. Like, someone will be like, well, I paid 30 million for this. It won't sell for 35. That's the profit I want to make. So I just left it for 7 hours. I'm like, well, bro, like, if the price changes, there's nothing you can do about that. Like, it changed. And sometimes it will rise back up, but it won't always rise back up. And so if you just sit there and don't ever update it, it's not going to magically sell. You have to update it to where it's currently selling. So you can't have that mindset either of I'm gonna make my money, blah 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 blah. Because you can always just sell it and then buy the next item too. You know, this is not the last item of your career. So those are the things when it comes to, like, if you're gonna lose money. So don't worry about losing money flipping. Unless you make some pretty key mistakes that everyone is pretty well aware of in the Discord server. Like, we know what the mistakes are. We will tell you not to make those mistakes. The spreadsheets that we have literally tell people how often to update their stuff and how much to update it by, and the margin to expect. All that information and much more information is in our tier spreadsheets. So anyone who is flipping in there, you don't have to worry about losing money because it's literally set up for you to not lose money. With that being said, if you ever do lose money in a flip, whatever, you lost some money. Make money on the next ones. It's a learning experience. You know, like, you'll get better as you go. Yo, man, T, what's up, Marvin? When's some old school Runescape content coming out? Extremely soon, my friend, extremely soon. It would have actually already probably been out because it's the 13th of the month, and this month is when it's coming out. It probably would have already been released, but Jagex decided to, you know, they said they were pushing back that max cash update, so I was like, okay, let's put some more time in the old school stuff. And then they released it. And it wasn't that pushed back. I thought it was going to be pushed back more. So now I need to, like, work on that as well. So I'm doing, like, the old school stuff and the RS3 stuff at the same time. So it is coming out ASAP. And I'm really excited about it too, because the old school profits for flipping are insane. Like, insane. I was testing a lot of old school profit stuff and with some of our staff too, not just me. And like the response from the staff that helped me test, their response was, it's going to be a game changer. Like that's how excited they were about it. That's how crazy they think it's going to be. And it also translates over to the YouTube content. So when we have the YouTube content for old school, the content on there will also be really, really good. Like, it's going to be a really great opportunity to have some really good content showing people how to make a lot of money on old school and RS3 for flipping. The old school flipping profits when we were testing, and this was using a lot of money. Like, I was using like, on average, I was using like 7 or 8 billion to flip at once. Because also the items on old school are not as expensive, so 7 or 8 billion would like buy you more than one, you know, T-bow or whatever in a slot or whatever. So like by flipping really high-end items using about 7 or 8 billion, I was able to clear 100 million gold per day easily. And I was also doing long-term flips, and so in my first month, I did not do it for a month straight, but by calculating it and adding it up on an average, by doing everything with that amount of gold, you would be able to clear anywhere from 3 to 5 billion OSRS money per month. That is a crazy high amount of money. So when it comes to, like, you know, like if you mostly play RS3 like I do, it's still really valuable, because if you flip on both games, I mean, that much gold swapped over to RS3 is a lot of money still. So very excited about it. Anyway, that's my very long-winded answer. As you can tell, I'm really excited about it. Same on Dungeons. Just came back from 8 or 9 years ago, so Dungeoning had just been released when, and World 77 was a blast. Surprised to see it had died when I came back. Yeah, most people don't do dungeons anymore, because most people will just be doing like elite dungeons. I'm only doing this because I want to get the title you get from doing all the hard modes, so that's why I'm doing it. I have to clear all the hard mode floors to get this title, and pretty sure it's one of the trim requirements too, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna be working on trim again soon. I just haven't had time to do trim requirements. Let's see. Just got here. Sure, be asked already on. So PAT's going up or down now. When the max cash thing first dropped, they went down a lot, and then now they are climbing back up. So the answer to whether they're going up and down ultimately is that right now the market is just crazily unstable. Yes, they're rising right now. Yes, they were crashing before. So we'll see what ends up happening to them. My guess is long term they are still going to go down. So that's if you're one of those people that's like, oh my god, should I buy it right now? I really wouldn't buy it right now. That's just my opinion on it though. If you think you should do it, then do it. I'm not personally buying any more hats. I have my set of hats that I've had for like a billion years, and that is the only set I'm going to have currently. But I am looking forward to buying a second set after, I want to buy another set of hats after they do go down. All right, push this, go. I probably should just skip this room because I have all these skips left, or this skip left. I really probably should just skip this. Is flipping still worth it with the tax? Yeah, 100%, dude. Is our music already gone? Man. Hang on a second. Let me get our music here. Music. That whole playlist is already over. That's a bummer. Why isn't the music going? Music. Nope, music. Alright, there we go. Find some more chill music. Cool. I completely forgot what I was saying now, but anyway, I'll go back to answering the questions. Is flipping still worth it with the tax? Yeah, 100%, dude. Flipping is still worth it. It's still great. It's a little bit more difficult than it was before because you got to be careful of the tax, but it is definitely still something people do. And why did I enter this room? There's no key in here. Now I have to kill everything because everything is a guardian door. Oh, that was a mistake. Whatever. Maybe this soul gazer will give me a hex hunter bow. Give me the bow, homie. I got my first build doing Crosis. Nice, dude. Nice. I actually really want to do Crosis. Is there still Crosis mass world? They still have those worlds? Because I actually really want to do some Crosis. I have not done Crosis yet. Since he has come out, I have just not had time. And now that they're doing all of these updates that I have to keep on updating our content for, I have even less time. Is trading gold between RS3 and OSRS bannable? No, it's not bannable. I swap billions of gold between people every month. And then for that rate, that's not quite the rate. The rate will change on a daily basis, but no, it's definitely different than that. One mil RS is worth more than that in RS3. But also the whole swapping thing is gonna really changed recently too because of the fact that of necromancy. A lot of people are swapping over to RS3 because of that. Oop, that's not the right one. Let's put that back down. Which key did I have this on? I have not been paying attention. There we go. This one. Oh, I really wish I had this door. Crosis isn't worth it because they hard nerf the amount of Reaper points you got. Oh, that's a bummer. I most just want to do it because I haven't done it at all. I want to work on that drop log and stuff. And welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks so much for joining the stream. If you guys would like to hit that follow button, feel free. Love to have you on the streams. We're gonna be doing quite a bit of streams. Gonna be doing like videos and streams. Pretty much every day is gonna be either a video or a stream. That's kind of the plan right now. Now that I am back from vacation and I have a ridiculous amount of work to do on RuneScape content. Wait, what's not dead? I thought I killed everything. Is there something alive in a corner? Yes. It's just hiding over here in the corner. Like, you don't see me. And for all those people who are asking about flipping, you guys could consider becoming a new Patreon member in our Discord server. We have over 10,000, well not over, we have about 10,000 people on our Discord server total. We have a lot of Patreon members, so if you guys want to flip on a team and make 3 to 10 billion per month on average, there are people that make more than that, then feel free to consider joining it. We got a sale going on right now too, so if you guys would also like to be able to hop on with a discount, it is time. Alright, die, Ranger. What's the average rate? It really changes. The rate last month is dramatically different than the rate today. I would have to go and look and see what the rates are at today. But it is usually something just above or just under like 1 to 15. It's usually something just above or just under that. It changes a lot. And how does one do that? Are you talking about for the swaps? If you want to do swaps, we do swaps in our Discord server. You can join our Discord server and then just open up a swaps ticket. All the swaps in the server are done by me personally. The only other person that does swaps in there would be Dia, and she does swaps for people that are like very, very low amounts of money. So like if you were swapping 100 million or something. If you're swapping like larger amounts, it's always me, so you don't have to worry about anybody scamming you. I do not need your money. For sure, Kroos is still worth it, just not as much. I got lucky with log, got it at 967. Nice, dude, nice. Is there still a friend chat for it? I remember there was like a mass friend chat for it. Is that still active? Does anyone know? Oh my god, 2 archers? Just kill me now. Ugh. Oh, it's literally called Kroos' friend chat? Okay, well that's easy. I'll go check that out then. Oh, I just realized I didn't grab any more of the dungeon things. That's okay. Honestly, the XP and coins tokens you get from doing this low tier ones is not good anyway, so it's whatever. I'll start adding those group dungeon things again after I get to the higher floors. These lower floors are just low. But welcome to the chat, everyone. If you guys have not, if I haven't been able to say hello, welcome back. This is my first stream after being on vacation, so I'm very excited to be back on here. It's really great to hang out with you guys, answer your questions. If you guys would like to ask any questions about flipping or anything, feel free to ask. Flipping, money-making methods, skilling, pretty much anything. I'm almost 200 million all, so if you guys want advice on like fast training methods or whatever, I can definitely help you out with that too. I can answer most questions about flipping and investing and stuff. I did create most of the flipping methods that people use in the game, so hopefully I'll be able to answer your questions. If I don't know your question, then I'll just tell you I don't know. Let's see. I miss being a Patreon and being in the Patreon Discord. I just can't again right now. It was super helpful when flipping. Well, awesome, dude. I'm glad you had that experience. You can always come and hop in the free sections too. We have the free sections open as well. They haven't been as active like post-tax because I think a lot of people are just worried about flipping on their own. The Patreon tier ones have been very active since tax because people, you know, it's more valuable now because, you know, you don't have to risk your money. You can just get prices right away. But for the free open sections, could definitely use some people that want to go in there and like actively flip with everybody. Because I mean, there's lots of people that want to flip in there. Just not as many people are doing the posts on there. Probably after I get caught up on all of our other work, then I am going to start more actively posting into the free sections myself. just to help you guys out there with some more stuff. And I am planning on doing some more of the live flipping streams too, because I know we were doing those and people really enjoyed those, so you guys can look forward to those as well. Definitely not doing, we had definitely not done the last of those. We're definitely going to do some more of those in the future. Aw, why'd this door go nowhere? Let me see, where does this key go? Not where I wanted to go. Oh wait, no, it is actually where I want to go, yes! Dying. Coach says, oh really, looks like I might just the Discord. I want to play OSRS level 1 account, but I need OSRS gold and don't want to grind to get 50k GP per hour at level 1. Yeah. No, I understand that. I understand that fully. Yeah, my, and as far as swapping goes, my RS3 GP, I will never run out of that, so everybody can always swap any amount of RS3 GP, like OSRS to RS3. But oftentimes, the amount of OSRS that I have will be down, like, people will sometimes swap for very large amounts, so if you need OSRS GP, you just have to open a ticket and ask. Most of the time I will have it, but sometimes I don't. Die, demon, die. This guy has a lot of defense. Nah, I am just killing him on Revolution, but he still has a lot of defense. Besides flipping, what would be the next best money maker? The next best money maker besides flipping would just be doing very high tier bossing. Like if you are really good at very high tier bossing, you can make some seriously good money. And there's a lot of people that do both at the same time, because you can just go do a kill and then come back, check your Grand Exchange, do a kill, come back, check it, just repeat. So a lot of people will do that as well. They'll do both. If you don't want to do high tier bossing, then you can also do clue scrolls, like Furore just talked about. It's not better than bossing. Like for some bossing, you can do over 100 million per hour in profit. So clue scrolls is not better than bossing, but it is still really good. If you want a really chill money making method, right now Frost Dragons are really good. I've actually recommended Frost Dragons to quite a few people because it's a very chill way of making right around 20 million gold per hour. I'm going to be making a video on that this week too, like an updated Frost Dragon guide too, so if anyone is interested in doing Frost Dragons, you'll be able to check that out. You will need the upgraded Bone Crusher and the Death Note Relic, so just, you know, maybe go get those before the video comes out. But they'll just be like a little helpful video, because I love suggesting that method to people because it's such an easy method to do. Crosis area AFK tier 3 big troves fishing is very chill and good money maker. That's very true too. Yep, it's very true. There is like a good amount of requirements for that one, but that is definitely a good method as well. I kind of wish that I wasn't already 200 million in all my gatherings before that came out, because I totally would have, like, done it. My god, just let me investigate this. Should we try to flip party hats on GE or other expensive items? Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be adding all of the hats and everything else to the Patreon tiers, too. So everyone's going to be able to do that with the accurate prices and stuff in there as well. But I mean, you can definitely do them on your own. It's a party hat, so the prices for those are posted more often in like the forums and stuff too, so you can always go check those out. Just be very careful about flipping hats and stuff right now. Why did I even do this? Obviously this is the one that doesn't have a trap. Just be very careful about flipping rares right now, because people are still trying to manipulate them. So they'll post like a fake buy price or a fake sell price. You just need to make sure that you don't like accidentally buy a hat, for example, at a bad price, because the tax is enormous, like a huge tax. So if you were to like buy like a yellow, for example, and you accidentally instantly buy it and you're like, oh no, you just lost 800 million gold. So Just be very careful about flipping those things on your own. Also, too, price shifts. You know, if like let's say like a yellow as an example, price shifts right after you buy it, you also lost like a lot of money too. So just be cautious, you'll be all right. Except like, I mean, you can make like some killer money on it though. Wow, there's all the food I will need for the entire floor. Okay, don't need to go in that one. I don't really care about making a summoning familiar on this floor. I was making summoning familiars on the other floors, but I think I'm gonna just wait until we get to the higher tier bosses. The summoning familiars seem like kind of a waste for like these bosses, because these bosses are all really easy to kill. I've done 3 1k BIC openings, 350 to 420. Nice, dude, nice. How long did it take you to get that, to do that? I just wish there was a quick chat for those. There's no quick chat related to those, right? It's kind of like why I like doing like Tetra compasses and stuff, because it has like a chat of like, you know, I can see how many I've done. Biggest price shift that you've made the most money from me? That would be luchador masks for sure, for sure. I made like an unrealistic amount of money from luchador masks when they shipped it at one point. I've told this story like a million times, but I'll tell it again. Basically, a long time ago, when there was hardly any tokens in the game, so like the tokens were not a common thing. It was like they're like a fairly new thing. Ooh, a drink? Thank you. Did you put this in the refrigerator? Oh, I'm all good. Thank you. Love you. So a long time ago, when a cosmetic item token was not a common thing, like they had hardly any of them, they released an item called the luchador mask. And a luchador mask is like, it's one of many different masks that you can get as just like a kind of like a hat slot item. You probably know what they are. Anyway, when they very first got released, they were really cheap, and well, they were really expensive, and then they went way down until they were like 150k or so, and then I started buying them up because back then, you know, like I said, there was like pretty much no tokens, so the idea of investing into tokens was really good because, you know, we didn't really know anything about tokens being re-released or whatever, so I invested into those. I bought up a lot of them. I don't remember exactly how many, but I bought a lot. My bank was worth about 20 billion at that time, and I bought up like put pretty much my entire bank into them. They went from 150k to like 400k, probably entirely from me buying them up. And then from that rise, people on the forums started being like, oh look, all the luchador masks are rising or whatever, and a whole bunch of people jumped onto them because they were like watching them rise, which made them rise more and more and more. And luchador masks eventually hit 4 to 5 billion. Sorry, billion. They eventually hit 4 to 5 million each. And so I sold out all of my luchador masks, and my bank went from 20 billion to 200 billion in about 2 weeks. It was about 2 or 3 weeks for that entire process. But yeah, that was by far the best like investment price shift ever, like ever. My second best one was probably when I was, so this account is like restarted from, I restarted RuneScape completely for about 8 years ago, and was when I made this account. And so when I restarted the game and I started like grinding for money and stuff like that, I had like just hit max cash, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go hard on investing in double XP and try to turn this max cash into a lot more money. My goal was to go from like 2.14 mil to 4 bill. I wanted to hit like 4 bill. And so I saw that Wine of Zamorax were really good in the last double XP, so I put like all of my money into Wine of Zamorax, and that was the double XP that they went like 5 times value. So when double XP hit, I sold my what was max cash worth of wines for 10 billion. So that was probably my second best like price shift, was when I like 5 times my bank. So those and I don't know, maybe some other times I did like a better investment than those two things. Well, not better than Luchador. There's nothing I did was better than Luchadors. But maybe something was better than Wines. But that was my most memorable time, I guess. It was just so unexpected. You just got Master Pass. Awesome, Jose. Awesome, dude. And you got that on the discount too. Awesome, man. Saved you some dollars. Well, let me know if you need help with that or anything. You'll have access with Master Pass. You'll have access to literally everything in all the tiers. The only section you won't have with that is the annual one. So you'll have access to literally everything else except for the annual. And in Master Pass, we're gonna be doing rares and stuff too. So if you're in the price range of doing rares and everything, then you'll be able to look forward to that. I'm actively working on those spreadsheets. Obviously not right this second because we're streaming. But when I'm not streaming, I am actively working on those spreadsheets. That update will be out really, really soon. Yeah, for sure, Steve. I mean, honestly, it's like really fun stories to tell. When it comes to when it comes to making money in this game, for me, it's all about the experiences and the stories and everything, you know. Like, I don't really care to be like, I've got this much money. Like, I don't care about that crap. But just having the really fun experience about it is that's the fun of it. But yeah, it was wild, dude. I could not believe my eyes when I saw the Luchador tokens went that expensive. I just could not believe it. I could not believe it. Jose, so two things. If you just now got the Patreon tier, your payment could be processing, so that could be why it's not on there yet. Otherwise, go onto your Patreon account and go to their Discord connections, and then hit connect, and then that will connect you as long as your payment stuff is processed. But it doesn't usually take a couple hours. It's usually automatic, immediately for everyone. But if you're depending on your bank or whatever, sometimes it can go a little bit slower. So, but hit that connect button and that should connect you. And if you have any kind of issues or any kind of questions or anything oh, I'm trying to find this or whatever, then just open up a help ticket, or you can always just tag a mod or tag me or whatever. We'll help you out. And thank you so much for supporting my dude. That's all. I really, really appreciate it. That is literally what allows me to be able to make the content for you guys. So, ooh, a Tyranno leather coif. Okay, I don't even think I actually needed to go in this room, but I wasn't paying attention, so we did. Extra credit. Yeah, for sure. And then also too, everyone in your tier, you can talk to those people that are in the tier, and just if you want advice or whatever, just ask people in the tier. Everyone in there is very, very helpful. It's very much like a team kind of game. It's people are not competing with each other negatively. It's not oh, I made this, blah blah blah. None of that toxic shit. Everyone works together. So if you ever want any advice from anybody, just ask people. Alright, come here, Ranger. Hiding over in the corner again. I found you. But what is up, everybody? If I haven't said hello because you snuck in here, how's it going? Welcome to the first stream I've got since my vacation. It's been good. I honestly really needed a vacation badly. I was very happy to have one. What are you guys trying to get done with before necromancy? Is anybody prepping up for necromancy or anything? For me personally, I'm trying to get as close to 200 million all as I can before it comes out. I'm not going to get there, but I want to get as close as possible, so that's kind of my goal right now. I'm currently sitting at 48.75 million, so I need quite a bit of XP. I need 725 million XP to be done. But, I'll get there. It's all combat, so it won't be too bad. Steve says, my funniest flipping story was when I bought over 100 million. It was 95% of my GP back then of Silverhawk feathers before double XP. Then 1 week later, they introduced the Silverhawk Downs. Oh man. Oh dang. That's funny. Hailstorm Dagger. Looks really cool. I wish that you could keep saying more things in here just for the fun of it. That's a really funny one, dude. I think the most like heartbreaking thing I ever saw was like there was a couple players I knew that were like very, very, very invested into turkeys, like the rubber turkeys, like super invested into those. And then they brought them back out on like a random holiday thing. They re-released the turkeys. They hadn't re-released them like at all, and then they just re-released them, and they lost so much money. Like they lost a crazy amount of money. I felt so bad, but man, I did not have any because I figured they were going to re-release it. I just thought they were going to because they never said they weren't going to. So I didn't really buy into them, but other people put like a massive amount of their wealth into them. It was a big RIP. Oh, there's a neck rail. I kind of want to kill this neck rail. Well, whatever, we'll do it. We'll do it. Maybe I can not let that archer hit me yet. I can just focus on the archer and DPS him down. I want to kill this neck rail though, because I'm pretty sure these things drop something I need in here. Can't remember what it was though. What you said we what? Oh, what did you say? Oh, I'm trying to read this. What you said we needed for Frozen Dragons before your updated video. So if you wanted to do Frost Dragons, like if you want to get a head start on the Frost Dragons before the video comes out, which by the way, like it's not going to be like a brand new video. Like people have made videos about Frost Dragons before. This is just going to be like an updated one, so people will jump on it. So if you want to get ready for that, then work on getting your Death Note relic and the upgraded Bone Crusher, because those two things are what you're going to need in order to do Frost Dragons like efficiently. Okay, let me go to this door over here. Oh, my surge is not keybound right. I was like, why am I not surging whenever I want to? Okay, there is a door here. The reason why you want those two is because with those two combined, that will make it so that every time you kill a Frost Dragon, the bone just go noted into your inventory. And you can use those you can use that combo on other things too, but Frost Dragons is really, really effective. It makes it so that literally all you gotta do is just click, 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 click on the Frost Dragons. That's all you gotta do. You just click on the Frost Dragons, they die. And you can one-hit kill Frost Dragons really easy with using the Dark Bow spec in your finality if you have that. So if you have the finality and Dark Bow spec, then I'd recommend using range with the D-Banes. If you don't have that set up, then Mage is also a really, really good option to kill Frost Dragons. They die really fast. Just going for comp again before Necromancy comes out. Just need 2 more Slayer Head trophies. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be working slowly on some comp and trim stuff. This is part of the trim stuff right now, I guess. But I'm mostly just going to be grinding the AFK combats, and then when I'm on stream though, I'm going to be working on some more trim and comp requirements. I have a lot of it done, but I just need to get some more of it done. Most of what's keeping me from doing it, honestly, is I just haven't got all the quests done yet, so gotta do those. Is ports the best way to grind chimes? You don't get the right kind of chimes from ports. Like the chimes you get in ports and the chimes you get from the Ark are 2 different chimes. Okay, we'll leave this here. That is the Silver Diamond door. You definitely should do ports though, and then, you know, like get ports completed. I would definitely recommend that. Ports is also a pretty good moneymaker later on as well. Like once your ports is completed, then you can just do it for making money, and it's pretty great. Daily Golden Roses and Maw are my favorite dailies to do. Yeah, the Maw. I mean, the Maw is always exciting. I love it too for working on comp. If you need the chimes to get the upgraded Bone Crusher, then really just AFK the Uncharted Islands and just do your gathering skills on there. Like you'll get it pretty quick. You don't really need to do anything special to do it. Like There's people that'll go cannon chickens and stuff like that for like 1.3k chimes per hour or whatever it is, but it's really not worth doing that. You're better off just doing skilling, and then you'll get a lot of skilling XP. It's like the best skilling XP. You'll get that really good skilling XP and the chimes at the same time, so that is a much better way to go. Die, Edimu, die. Give me your shard. I still need the blood shard from this. Oh my god. I'm never getting it. Oh, there's a key. I was like, do I get to skip this one? But I don't. These ice fiends are so strong in here. Like if you're, I don't actually know anyone who actually does melee and dungeoneering, but these things are so strong in the hard mode. Like they hit you like a truck. I'm really happy that didn't poison me too, because night spiders poison you sometimes. It's really annoying. But what you guys working on right now? Is anybody else playing some RuneScape right now too? I'm gonna be going to the gym here. Oh shoot, it's already 3:45. I'm gonna going to the gym here pretty soon actually. In a little bit though. It's gonna be a push day, chest day. I also did not go to the gym for 3 months, so also getting back into, not only into the content and stuff, but also getting back into training at the gym. It's been difficult. I'm like, oh, why are all these weights so heavy? Gonna take a little bit of time to work it back up. Dumb question swap ticket. Can you go into more detail if you can? Not in your Discord yet. Would assume it would be trust trade in RS3 gold first, then log into OSRS to get OSRS gold. Yep. So whichever direction you're trying to do. Like if you want to get OSRS, then you'll just hop in. You'll trade. Probably going to be trading me, and then you'll trade your whatever gold from whatever game, and then it will be converted to whatever gold you're looking for in the other game. But yes, that is something very important to keep in mind, is that swapping is always a trust trade. So even if you don't swap with me, which is totally fine, whoever you're choosing to swap with, just really make sure you trust that person, because they can, like, scamming with swaps is very common. It's very, very common. So just be aware of that and make sure that whoever you are swapping with is someone that you trust. They have like a lot of reviews or something. All right, Edimu, give me that blood shard. Give me that blood shard. Go, 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 go. Blood shard. Oh, no blood shard. I can't remember what neck rails give, like what they drop, but there was something that I wanted from neck rails. This is also okay magic XP too. I sometimes forget how much XP the level 138 creatures give you. Magic is getting closer to 200 million. It'll be there pretty soon. I really need the range XP though. I really want to hit 120 in range. And that's only getting these to 120, which won't be too long. I also found out that Streamlabs is charging people to multi-stream now, that's why we're only on YouTube right now. We're not on like both YouTube and Twitch. Yay, boss! Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna walk you for the extra damage because you take forever to kill. I don't know why this boss is so tanky. I splash so often, and I even have the blitzer. It's a fully upgraded blitzer, and this thing splashes so much. Fully upgraded blitzer, 99 tier staff. There we go. Got the celestial gloves. I really wish that I could use these, but I already have the gloves. It's really annoying that you can't keep a full set. I really wish you could keep a full set. No Gordy pet. I still need the pet from this. That's also really sucks. Pet is not done. It's a big bummer. Also, by the way, I actually really like this outfit. I don't know why my guy's standing all weird with his hands out like this, but this like gold armor outfit, I was actually really surprised. I bought it because I wanted to have the retro override of the gilded armor, but this new gilded armor actually looks pretty sweet. I actually don't mind it. I thought that I was never going to use it. I thought I was only going to use the retro one, but this is actually pretty good looking. I don't mind it at all. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's pretty cool. Alright, everybody, I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the gym and then go crush it. And, yeah. But thanks so much for joining today's stream. I'm gonna be hopping back in for another, probably video tomorrow. And then we'll see when our next stream is, but it'll be really soon. Video coming out tomorrow. I kind of already told you about one of them, but tomorrow I think is going to be, it's probably going to be the Sandy Clue video. I was gonna make a video for the Sandy Clues because that is, and I need to get that video out before the beach is done. So probably gonna do Sandy Clues tomorrow, and then also there's going to be the Frost Dragon video coming out and some other stuff I have planned as well. So I will see you guys in a upcoming video and a next stream. You guys have a good one. Thanks so much for joining the stream. I'll see you guys later.